G'day guys, I'm going to show you in this next series of videos the tutorial that I was talking about earlier on in one of the first videos about how to build one of these little Tudor homes. So we'll see all the way from the beginning how we take this cardboard here. This is a manila folder. You want to use something a little thicker than this though, just for demonstration. Take some cardboard, some balsa wood to build something like this, and then from this we're going to turn it into something like this, except with a bit more detail and stuff, kind of like this one, and we're going to paint it up and flock it until we end up with something like this one. Okay, so might be 3 or 4 parts in this series, but since I was offline for a little while and a ton of people have asked me to put the tutorial up, I'm going to do this right now. Alright guys, enjoy it. So the first part's going to be about what you need to do this project. A couple of things that you need to sketch out just so you've got an idea of what's in mind. And I'll run through the stuff here in just a second. At the end of this first part, we'll end up with something that looks like this. And this is what I'll be using as our demonstration. So let's quickly run through these materials here. Okay, so this is what we're going to need for this project. We're going to need a scalpel, some balsa wood. I've just got a bag of different sorts of thicknesses and grades here. We don't need this straight away, that'll be the second step. A metal ruler, metal is preferable. A pencil, an eraser, a pair of scissors, some masking tape, and some cardboard. Now I've just got a piece of manila folder here for this first part of the exercise, but when you build this yourself you want to choose something that's a little bit thicker. We're going to run through drawing up some quick sketches of what our building is going to look like, and at the end of this first part of the series we'll end up with something like this. I've glued this to a base, but we won't do that in this exercise. It makes it a bit easier to do the detail without the base in the beginning, but I've got the base on this, so we'll roll with that. That's what we'll end up with. This is what we're going to use. So let's jump into the first part. So for the first part we need to use our eraser and our pencil to quickly draw up a little diagram of what we're going to build. Now it's not necessarily to do the three-dimensional sort of stuff as I've done here. This was just a quick sketch up, but you can draw the individual panels themselves, what the timber structure is going to look like. This gives you an idea of where you need to cut your balsa wood, so to speak. For example, this bottom section here, you can see that if I get out of the light, this bottom section here is only long enough to fit inside these two supports here. So these supports are coming from holding the roof up all the way down to the very ground bit, and then the bottom rail sits inside that. Now you may prefer to put the bottom rail on the bottom, which would probably be a bit more structurally sound to have the bottom bit supporting the two wall sections. But anyway, just sketch out a couple of options, a couple of windows, shuttered windows, some wood slats, etc. And everything that's blank here we're going to fill with the wattle and dab sort of mixture and process. So just keep on running through that. That'll give you an idea of what sort of measurements you need to have. This one is drawn actually to scale. These are just quick sketches. So that's the first thing that you want to do, is just sketch out something just to give yourself a frame of reference for when you're working.